What's going on YouTube? My name is Justin and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be discussing what it means to me and the benefits that I've found from being a financial minimalist. Before we dive into this topic, please give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified about any other future videos. These are all just sort of taps on the screen or clicks of a mouse for you, but they truly mean the world to me. Being a financial minimalist means something a little bit different to everybody, but for me, it means not purchasing or introducing things into my life that really don't add significant value. So I'm not trying to make any sort of an attempt to shun anybody for having things in their life that don't mean something to me. An example I've used in another video is something like clothing. I don't derive much value from having name brand clothing or trying to look all that fashionable. I just pretty much wear what I think looks presentable and that's about it. While other people might derive great value from having things like name brand clothing and trying to keep up with any sort of the fashion trends. But for me, that doesn't mean anything, so I'm not going to really bring those sort of things into my life. But for you, if that is what means something to you, then go for it, spend your money on things like that. What one values is completely subjective, and it's really important when adopting the financial minimalist mindset to try and identify the things that are important to you, the things that you value, rather than just listening to things that somebody at a computer screen values. I've found across this journey that adopting this mindset has come with a lot of benefits. And the first benefit that I really found was I no longer have this sort of accumulation of clutter both physically and mentally. By not allowing yourself to continue bringing things into your life that don't add value, you're minimizing the amount of things that take up physical space within your home. You're also allowing yourself a chance to focus on things that are most important to you. This is because you're not spending as much time or money on things that really don't add significant value to your life. Instead, you're surrounding yourself with things that actually add value to your life and make you feel joy. Now, with life, there are going to be times where you do have to bring things into your life that don't add value. Unfortunately, that is just life. You should also try to avoid beating yourself up over having to introduce these things that don't add value to your life. One of the reasons that these things fail is we start to get discouraged when we're making progress with ourselves because things come into our lives that we don't really have control over, and it's taking us away from this sort of mindset because we think, I'm only supposed to have things in my life that add value and this thing's not really adding value. But don't beat yourself up over it because in the end, you're still trying to do the best that you can and we're only human. The second benefit of adopting this financial minimalist mindset is you cut down on the amount of impulse purchases that you make. By practicing impulse control when it comes to your finances, you're able to make more purchases on things that actually benefit you rather than just finding like a tchotchke on the shelves at Target and walking home with it. Why are you walking home from Target? Going home from Target with it. By spending less money on impulsive purchases, it ultimately opens up your income to be able to spend money on things like experiences rather than just physical goods that don't really mean anything. Now, I'm not shunning anybody for wanting to buy physical goods. In fact, the whole point of having money is to spend it. And I want people to have nice things, but I want people to have financial stability before they're buying these nice things. This means by denying myself impulsive pleasures, I'm able to have more money freed up for experiences that I can carry in my mind with me forever rather than something that's just going to be used for a couple days, maybe a couple weeks or months and not really mean anything for my overall life. The next benefit actually kind of ties in with the last one, which was experiences, and it's that I've actually found myself to have higher quality relationships with my friends and family. By spending more money on things like experiences, as well as not allowing myself to get distracted by things that yield little value, I'm able to actually enjoy the time that I have with my friends and family, rather than sort of shutting them out by surrounding myself with things that don't add value to my life. We have one life, and it's best to live it surrounding yourself with people who are going to give you experiences that yield joy or happiness, rather than surrounding yourself with things that don't offer those and you're just pushing people away and distracting yourself from the things that truly matter. The fifth benefit I've found is that I have a greater understanding of where my money is going. This understanding of where my money is going comes from adopting the use of a budget, which I do have a video for on my channel. It's a basics of budgeting, and I'll put a link to it down in the description so you can check it out after this video. By actually taking time to consider the purchases that I make, I'm actually able to look at the things that I'm spending my money on before I purchase them, rather than living my financial life on impulse and not understanding where my money is going at the end of the month. The final benefit that I've found from adopting this financial minimalist mindset is living a debt-free lifestyle. I view debt as a bad thing outside of, say, like a mortgage, but even then it's best to have your house paid off as soon as you possibly can. I basically spent my entire time from 18 to 21 only making minimum payments on my credit cards, and I was just compiling all of this consumer debt. When you swipe your card and you actually buy something on your credit card, you pretty much spent the money already. So just by paying off the minimum balance, that debt is still going to stay with you. And by reducing impulsive purchases and understanding where my money is going, I was actually able to reduce the amount of consumer debt that I had and eventually paid it off in full. By living a debt-free lifestyle, you're actually able to put more money towards the things that mean the world to you, rather than having the world taken away from you. Being able to fund your financial goals because you're not a slave to the lenders is one of the most freeing things that you can ever experience when it comes to your financial life, and I encourage everybody to try their hardest to get towards the debt-free lifestyle and eventually live the debt-free lifestyle. So these are some of the benefits that I found from adopting a financial minimalist mindset. There are tons of other benefits, but these are the ones that I thought were worth talking about. Life is short, and spending so much of our time, money, and energy on things that don't really mean anything to us can slowly tear a person down. There's so far too much good and positivity around us to feel so little. I really feel like a lot of these feelings of inadequacy that people have come from not shifting their mindset towards focusing on things that mean the world to them. Instead, they're just sitting there consuming themselves with things that don't really add value to their life. So often, people become blinded by the things that don't actually matter in life, and they don't even recognize the things that do matter and don't take the time to appreciate them. So thank you so much for checking out this video. As always, please give this video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified when I release another video. And if anything came up to your mind in the middle of this video, I hope you would put it in the comments below. If not, put something down in the comments below and keep the discussion going with the other viewers. Thank you so much for checking out my video.